Hey, good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to a new series of videos. I am in my new apartment, and yeah, I'm just setting up all the furnitures and everything. I have made my new YouTube setup with new monitor and everything, and finally, I got my new place, so I'm happy. So, with full of energy, I did my course in Scrum, and it was a very uh, good journey. I will put it in that way. I got to know many things. I learned. I came to know about many new concepts, and I would also like to share my knowledge in this online platform so that the people like me, who are the new upcoming product owners, will grow towards it. Well, why? Why the Scrum knowledge is required? First of all, if you want to survive the office politics, because sometimes, yeah, you work in projects and there you are in dark in which role suits you the most, because it is better that you are taking decision for yourself because your decision will affect your future. So I believe that each one of you should have the chance to decide for himself or herself or itself. Then you will know about the roles and responsibilities during executing a project, and then you will learn and you will gain experience towards it. So then that is why the knowledge of Scrum is very much required, because nowadays in all the MNCs and in small scale companies also, working in projects is the new culture, and there you'll be working in multiple projects. In some projects you'll be working as a developer, in some projects you'll be working as a kind of a coordinator, in some projects you will be like the person who is owning everything, who is giving instructions, who is carrying out the meetings, who is maintaining the backlogs, etc., etc. So then in different projects you will have different roles, the hat of the roles, and then yeah, you want to know about each thing in detail. So that is why I have made this series of videos. This will be in 6 parts, and then here we will know different aspects of Scrum and little bit of Agile and other lean also. Okay, without further ado, let's begin. And please like and subscribe my YouTube videos. And if you want to check my LinkedIn profile, please go into LinkedIn and then type Samajit Parida there. So there will be a bald head fellow will come into, means my picture is there, and then you can see how I have aligned my LinkedIn profile also. Okay, let's begin. In part one, we will learn the basics, and then here I have prepared a presentation, but then I have a lot of texts because I want to help the newbies to learn and to read as well as to listen to me. So then the effect on the cognitive elements are high if I have text as well as if I am speaking, then you are learning. So with that, then okay, the first slide. So you see a lot of text, but then either you can read or you can listen to me, and or you can do the both. Well, Scrum is neither a methodology or neither it's a process. It's a framework. And what I mean by framework is that in during the school days you will be drawing flowcharts, right? So uh, every fully prepared flowchart has its own flow, a sequential flow. So that is how the Scrum works. It's a flow of different distinct things, and you cannot say the second element will come first or third element should come first. There is a sequence of steps, and that is how the project should be done. It's a framework, it's a guideline, you can say it, but the technical term is it's a framework for project management that emphasizes managing the artifacts. What is artifact? We will know it. Don't worry about it. If you are curious, then please Google it and you will know about it. Accountability and iterative event progress towards a well-defined goal. Well, it's a framework and it is only dedicated towards achieving the goal. There are a set of rules and regulations how a project should be implemented. Each person in the project has a distinct role to play, and Scrum outlines all the roles and responsibilities of each individual in a project. And well, in my company, there is no Scrum. We only scream. So then, when implementing Scrum is also a little bit difficult. We can implement 50% of Scrum. It means you are adopting some framework for executing a project, because in an ideal world you want 100% Scrum, but then it is not possible because of different mentality. People are not agile. There is Machiavellism, which means people want to do things on their own way. People want to dominate. There are different things that comes into play, and sadly, full 100% Scrum is not possible in many scenarios. Well, it is a way of thinking or implementing efforts to deliver works. It is the most important thing. It is an iterative incremental framework. So it's not like in one sprint you delivered. Okay, what is a sprint? Sprint is like you work dedicatedly, like a pressure cooker, for 1 month continuously on one project to deliver a goal or a tool. So then it's an iterative incremental framework. It means, suppose the project is to implement a big ERP system, or you want to deliver a Power BI report, or you want to deliver a full data engineering in Azure, or you want to write or you want to deliver a tool in form of a Python code which runs every month or every week automatically or something like that, and it creates a kind of a structured data or something. So the goal is, so there is a goal and you are working towards the goal, and then it is not possible to go or to deliver the goal in one go. So then if it is not possible, then you have to break into chunks, and each chunk is kind of a monthly or a monthly sprint, and then you are sprinting. Sprinting means running towards your goal, and it's an incremental framework. So then in first sprint you deliver something, in second sprint you deliver something, in third sprint you deliver something. Overall, you are trying to achieve the one goal, but then you are doing it in chunks. The framework was developed by pioneers. It's like if you read the history of Scrum, then many experienced guys came together at one place, and then they decided that we have to scrape all the old ways of working and let's implement something new. And then the Scrum came into existence. And Scrum itself says that it is based on lean thinking and empiricism. Empiricism means based on experience, and it's a type of process control. Empiricism is stimulated by the following pillars of Scrum. Then pillars of Scrum could be a potential question in PSM1. PSM1, when you want to get internationally certified, then you go for this PSM1 and PSM2 exams. We'll talk about that later, but then pillars of Scrum are inspection, adaptation, and transparency. These are self-explanatory, and then I don't want to go into the details, but then experience means based on experience you take a decision. Adaptation means you are agile to adapt to change of plans. Transparency means whatever you do, you maintain a kind of a backlog. Like for example, if you're working on a project or a sprint, then you have a kind of Microsoft Teams where the plan board, you are updating your works or what you are trying to achieve what in the next week. Means like the backlogs, you are recording everything there and you are working accordingly. It's not that you recorded something and then you're working in something else. That is not the case. So then these three are the pillars of Scrum, and based on that this framework can be implemented. Okay, examples like we discussed already, that implementing an application or a service you want to deliver, or a product you want to deliver, or any kind of work or project like website or app you want to deliver. Scrum is a framework, and that framework is only used to achieve one goal, not multiple goals, one goal. And then you work, either if the goal is big, then you work in different sprints, like you sprint and deliver the works in chunks or in an iterative manner, or you work towards delivering in one go, but the maximum sprinting period is 1 month. We'll come to discuss about that. So then accordingly the whole team is organized. There is a product owner, there is a product, the developers there, and there is a Scrum master. We'll come to that. The result from the Scrum by working in a Scrum framework is to get a goal, and that goal should be fit to the customer's requirements and expectations. That is basic, because people don't want to work for vain or work for nothing. They want to deliver something which is useful for a company to implement. Okay, so then Scrum in a project scenario. For example, I am working in a logistics company, and then suppose I want to deliver a Power BI report. Then and it's a project because I want to deliver a management report. So then I have to extract the raw data, store it in a database, then do the transformations. Then after that, prepare a structured data. The structured data is used in the reports where I am implementing the measures or the KPIs, and then nice dashboard, and then which is readable for the management team with good graphics, good aesthetics, and then I'm delivering the project, which is automatically the jobs are running. It is getting updated weekly or daily or monthly, depends on what type of report, and depends on what is the requirement of the end customer. There, when I start the project, I'm sprinting. Then either I can make my life easier. Imagine a hill, and your target is to deliver a report, and then either you can roll the ball like in this slope, or you can roll the ball with a very steep slope, which is difficult to, because if you are pushing here, then it is very difficult to push a ball on a steep slope rather than a ball on quite a horizontal slope. So then the purpose of saying this is that either you can make your life difficult, or either you can make it right by choosing the right team and the right tools. So Scrum framework is there, but then the company have to select the team, or the product owner have to select the team, or who is initiating the project has to select a team, and then we should drop the ego, engage right people there, engage motivated people there, and there should be good leadership, because applying Machiavellism or applying any kind of ego that I will start asking questions to that boy, or stop his works, or my personal aims are more than company's aims, and then I want to do things in my way. So this kind of things should be avoided, and then we should focus towards the company's vision rather than personal visions. So in that way, drop the ego and keep working towards the vision, whether done by A or done by B, that doesn't matter. So then the team, when you compose a team, then the team should be highly motivated, and then of good nature, and then they are working, they are inspired, and then working towards the common goal. Otherwise, it's a drag. Okay, a Scrum framework has some values that it is based on. We saw that Scrum has 3 pillars, that is experience, adaptation, and transparency. Now, Scrum values are commitment, courage, openness, respect, and focused. Well, I have given I have taken these resources from various highly intelligent guys. I also did my course, and then from Wikipedia, from research papers. There are different resources I used to come to this presentation, and these are the resources that I use. So thank you guys for educating me, and then all accolades to these guys or these people from where I developed my knowledge, and where I came to know about all these things or preparing the presentation. And all the citations goes to these guys only, because they helped me in learning as well as growing. Okay, so commitment, courage, openness, respect, and focused. So commitment means you are committed. Without commitment, then one person has to drag another person to work, and that's a loss of energy. Courage, always speak about the wrong things. Openness, never. The team members should always share everything. There should not be anything hidden. and then you are sharing and growing together. There should be respect for each one of us, because each one's knowledge is not the same. So then somebody will be highly intelligent, the highly intelligent guys should respect the other guys and wait for them to grow, but then don't pull anyone's leg, and you're focused, you are only dedicated, means you are very much dedicated towards your final goal. So this is self-explanatory, I don't have to tell many things. Well, there are some typical Scrum related points, and this will, if someone is going for the exam, then this will help. My slides are very precise and concise, that's why I have in some elaborated text so that people will understand. Well, a Scrum team, that is, you can have, whenever you are executing a project, then maximum 10 people. If you are executing the project through Scrum framework, then maximum 10 people are allowed in a team or fewer. Then you you define the goal through Scrum framework, and then you sprint, keep on sprinting, keep on running towards the goal. So sprints are the heartbeat of Scrum. You sprint by spending 8 hours per day, except Saturday, Sunday, for a month. You don't do overtime. That is the rule. Nobody will work overtime. Daily Scrum, then when you are sprinting, then you inform everyone about, or your team only, not everyone, the team, the 10 people, the max 10 people team, you are informing them each day during a stand-up about your works that you have done in the previous day. There could be bi-weekly sprint review, discussion about everything. Then at the end of the sprint, you show your increments. The goal is called increments or works done. If you have something that is not done or in progress, you hide it. You don't show it to the management team or to the audience or to anyone that this is in progress, because then you are confusing people, or then you are giving more hopes, because if that thing fails, then it's a discouragement, or if that is out of scope, then it is unnecessary to give hopes to people. So then you don't show those parts. At the end, there is sprint retrospective, means you look towards the back and you discuss about what we missed in this sprint, or what we did wrong, or what we should improve upon. So then there we discuss in the sprint retrospective meeting. So as I said earlier, there are specific meetings. Scrum says how a project to be implemented, and there are different precise frameworks. Each one has his or her own roles to play, and there are certain limitations of each one's responsibilities, and that is what we are seeing here. Do not slack off on sprint goal, and no compromise on quality. Easy peasy. So these are some typical points. Okay, so we saw pillars of Scrum, we saw 5 values of Scrum, then 3 artifacts of Scrum. And the artifacts are that sprint backlog, product backlog, and increments. These are the 3 artifacts, or 3 products or 3 elements, you can say, in Scrum. So sprint backlog means, the definition of backlog is that backlog is a list. Clear, simple. It's like you have a notebook, and there you are saying, first work on this, then work on this, work on this, work on. So you are listing out all the works needs to be done over a period of sprint, like 1 month sprint, or towards the goal. So backlog is like a list of works to be done. It's a work breakdown structure. Then in a sprint, so Scrum is Scrum has sprints, and because to achieve the product goal, you work in sprints, and then accordingly weekly or monthly sprints, then accordingly you are sprinting towards the goal, and there you create a backlog. For sprint also you create a backlog, for product also you create a backlog, but then sprint backlogs could be the part of product backlog. Remember that. It's a list of works, a product, and remember that no product delivered is of no value. Every time work towards a product that has value. That is the most important thing. For the deliverables, okay, increments means that the journey is iterative. Remember, the journey is iterative. It's not like one time you delivered something and then gone. So one sprint, like you delivered something and that is not related to the next sprint. No, all the sprints are related to each other. All the increments are related to each other, and you are cumulative on that. Remember that. Okay, Scrum has events, and they are in the form of sprints, weekly sprints, monthly sprints, and then you are like this is a kind of a boundary for a product goal, and this goal could be achieved in 2 months, and then in the first month you delivered an increment, and then second month you delivered an increment. Overall, combining both, you delivered the goal. That is what this means. Sprints review, sprints retrospective, sprints backlog, daily sprints, weekly sprint increments. So these are self-explanatory. I don't have to say much. People are educated enough to know this, but then remember that Scrum, sprints, then and Scrum has backlogs, sprint has backlogs. Sprint backlogs could be a part of Scrum backlogs, and overall you're working towards creating value. A team is set up to deliver products, reports, anything could be boxed in form of a deliverable, and then a team, and then you're working towards it. Okay, so this is what I wanted to share in the first part. Then I hope you got the basics of the Scrum, and then your mind is already tickling towards, okay, can I implement this in my team? Can I implement this in my team? But then please wait. In the 6 parts, you will learn who has what kind of roles. In the next part, we'll learn who has what kind of, and many things we will learn. So have patience, and then go through it, and you will learn a lot actually. Okay, have a nice day guys, and we'll see each other in the next video. Okay, bye bye.